The shocking moment that almost broke Ivana Alawi. Have you ever wondered what truly breaks a person? Not on camera, not in front of an audience, but in the quiet corners of their life when no one is watching? We see influencers living their dream lives, flashing luxury, posting smiles, surrounded by lights and fame. But behind every viral video is a moment the world wasn't supposed to see. This is the shocking, raw moment that nearly shattered Ivana Alawi, and how she turned it into her greatest strength. If you like these types of grind story, please like, share, and subscribe for more. Ivana Alawi isn't just a name, she's a phenomenon. With millions of followers, brand deals, acting roles, and viral vlogs, she's one of the most successful Filipino content creators of our time. But the moment we're about to talk about, it didn't happen in front of the lights. It wasn't part of a YouTube prank or an Instagram story. It was something so painful, so real, that even Ivana herself hesitated to speak about it publicly for years. Let's rewind. Before the fame, before the fans, Ivana was just a young girl trying to survive. Her father, a Moroccan national, had left the Philippines, and her family was struggling. She was raised mostly by her mother, and together with her siblings, they faced poverty that left scars. Ivana was forced to mature early, watching her mom cry silently at night, trying to shield her children from the harsh reality of their lives. Now fast forward to a few years later, Ivana is slowly making her name in showbiz, trying to catch a break. Behind the screen, she was already fighting a hidden war. Rejections, judgments about her body, people telling her she would only be good for sexy roles. Producers whispering that she'd only go far if she said yes to things that made her feel small, things that would compromise her dignity. But the shocking moment? It came one evening during what was supposed to be a career breakthrough. Ivana was invited to an exclusive dinner with influential showbiz insiders. It was pitched as an opportunity, networking, they said, a chance to meet the right people. She showed up, hopeful, dressed respectfully, excited about what the future might bring. But as the evening progressed, things took a dark turn. What started as small talk became uncomfortable. A powerful figure in the industry leaned in and made her an offer, not for a role, not for a show, but for a deal that came with conditions. It was unspoken but crystal clear. If she wanted a shortcut to fame, she had to give up her values. In that moment, everything froze. Ivana smiled politely, excused herself, went to the restroom, and locked the door. And there, under the noise of the party, she cried. Not because she was weak, but because she was furious. Furious at how the industry worked. Furious that her dreams were being tied to her body, not her talent. Furious that after all the struggle, this is what it came down to. That night was the shocking moment that almost broke her. She could have said yes. She could have chosen the shortcut, the fame, the easy way in. Many did, but she didn't. Ivana walked out that dinner with tears in her eyes and fire in her heart. She chose dignity over deals, respect over recognition. And in doing so, she walked into one of the darkest seasons of her life. No roles, no contacts, and the pressure to give up completely. But life has a way of rewarding those who refuse to sell their soul. With no projects and nothing to lose, Ivana turned to YouTube. Not as a backup plan, but as a place where she could be herself, unfiltered, unedited, and unapologetic. She started posting videos with her mom and sister. Funny ones, honest ones, raw ones, and people responded. In just months, she became a household name. Not because she said yes to shady deals, but because she said yes to herself. The very industry that tried to control her narrative ended up watching her create her own empire on her own terms. And here's what makes it even more powerful. The same people who doubted her, some of them try to reach out later, offering new deals, this time with respect. But Ivana didn't need them anymore. She had already won. Because here's the truth most people ignore. Success without integrity is hollow. It fades. But success that comes from honesty, from resilience, from staying true to your values, that lasts. Ivana's shocking moment didn't destroy her. It defined her. She became proof that you don't need to compromise who you are to become someone the world admires. She inspired a generation of women to say no to exploitation and yes to self-respect. And today, with every vlog, every brand partnership, every act of kindness she shares, Ivana is showing us that the strongest people are those who chose to stand up when the world tried to push them down. So here's the thought I'll leave you with. What would you have done in that moment? Would you have taken a shortcut? Or would you have walked out, unsure of what comes next, but unwilling to lose yourself in the process? Ivana's story reminds us that sometimes the moment that almost breaks us is the very moment that builds our legacy. Now, I want to hear from you. What lesson did you take from Ivana's story? Do you believe that staying true to your values still matters in today's world? Drop your thoughts below. Let's start a conversation worth having.